Hey, I don't know who is in here. I just scheduled this live right now. Hey, Penny. What's up? Thanks for joining, babes. Hey, everybody. Don't be afraid to come in and speak. I am playing this song for a reason. What's up, Tabs? So, we are going to be talking about Danielle Baxter and Jordan Baxter. Hey, Dreamy. What's up, baby? Come in, come in, come on in, come on in, come on in. Hey, Tammy, how are you? This song fits the topic so well. I've been following the story. Um, I don't know why it caught my attention so much, but yeah, it did. And I've been doing some digging, some lurking. You keep on hurting her. She keeps being quiet. Mm. Outside of this internet, outside of YouTube, Facebook, all these social sites, real life still is happening. Reality is something. It's still happening. Y'all remember what movie this came from? Do y'all understand that lady a little more now? Me too, Tab. Me too. All right, all right, all right. So I'm gonna get into it. This is not dreamy. It is not reality. Um, of course, there's gonna be some things that we dislike, some things we love, but at the end of the day, I just don't feel like if it's not worth it, don't let it affect you in that way. If it's not worth it. Um, Penny says she thinks it's all an illusion. At this point, me too. Because it's never ending. It's always something. You know what I'm saying? And people are not dealing with like real life. They so stuck into this. Like It's crazy. And I've never seen something. I've never seen even a relationship where there's an argument every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never seen something happen every day. If y'all notice in this saga, something happens every single day. I was watching the other day and I seen somebody say, I don't watch TV. And I was like, oh my God. Wow. So that just lets me know that a lot of people are like out of touch with the things that they would normally do. And that's crazy. You know, I'm not calling them crazy. That's just crazy. Um or whatever. And there's so many other people to be talked about. There's so many other stories to bring light to. And that's what I'm gonna do today. That's what I'm gonna do today. Every goddamn day. Pity, I said I was not cussing today because I cussed so much in that video yesterday, in that live yesterday. I didn't even want to hear myself play back. I was like, oh no, not again. But I got a little potty mouth. I was one of them kids that love to cuss. But y'all, this story is crazy right here. I did, didn't I, Tabby? I said I was not going to cuss. I thought, I know it's Monday. I know people are at work. My Monday is tomorrow. So I'm grateful for the 7 people that's here, right? I would like to tell everybody how grateful I am for the views yesterday. That was crazy for me. I'm so grateful. I mean, for the new subscribers, I am so grateful. I am grateful. On next Sunday, I'm going to figure out what to do for everybody because I was like 50 subs away from 500 and I did it. It's there. We're there. We did it. But let me get into this. I actually did a video on this that I'm going to play so that we can get some insight on what happened. And then I'm going to actually thank you, Dreamy, and I'm going to actually play what the news has said. So I'm gonna bring up YouTube. But then I was searching, you know how you just get into something, then you want to know like the why, the when, the where, how it all happened. I was like that deep into it, or whatever. And so Danielle Baxter, she is 38. She was married to Jordan Baxter, which no, Jordan is 38, I believe. She's 39. I don't know. I'm gonna say it on the video. But yeah, they were 1 year apart. They were married. They were actually high school sweethearts or whatever. And she, about 2 weeks ago, she unalived him. Um, nobody knew anything was wrong. Well, some people obviously did, and we will get there. So, but the neighbors were saying like how they were such a nice family. They would speak, and you could tell like nothing was wrong. And that's why we really never really know what is going on inside somebody's home, right? Or mind. So for that matter. But she had I'm gonna play the video because it's gonna tell you, because she pretty much had made a post before she did it, she had made a few posts, and then the next day, he was found outside laying on a sheet, and he was SHOT, if I should say it like that, in the back of the head, and with the with the tool laying on his chest. So I'm gonna play my video first. Let me bring this over here. Good evening, Terry. Take your time. Take your time. You're always on time. You're always here, and we appreciate you so much. Thank you so much, Terry. So I'm gonna share this. Hey, I'm chosen, my love. Um, all right, so here we go, y'all. So this is my video. Can I make it bigger for y'all? Yes. Oh, y'all can't hear. Not that. Hold on. No, we're not gonna do that. Y'all can't hear it. Can y'all hear it actually? Oh, why is it doing that? Please be quiet. Hush, hush, hush. All right. Fendi, you're not gonna bite nobody. Can y'all hear that? Okay. I didn't think so. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna make it so y'all can hear it. Tabs, it's the same for me. I gotta get a speaker. Unless I use this. Hold on 1 second. All right, let me change this real quick, y'all. Hush. Uh-oh. Mm. Wow. Hold on. Let me see if it's I don't really want to mess this up while I have y'all here. Let me see if it's the perfect. Y'all can hear it. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Okay, cool. All right, so now I'm gonna play it for y'all. Mm, I should have. It's low. It's low. Let me see if I can turn it up over here. The audio is up over here. Mm. Okay, let me see. Maybe that's better. probing last night on each of their Facebook pages. And besides a few recent concerning posts from Danielle, it did look like they were a pretty happy family. So let's look at these posts from Danielle and we can see together. As we can see, Danielle said, these females out here be plotting on your marriage and waiting for your downfall so they can come right in and these men let them. So from that post, a lot of people are speculating that there may have been some marital issues between the couple that caused Danielle to actually snap. And I just want to say, no matter the reason, that does not justify taking someone's life. Honestly, hey Treasure. I'm not sure what went on in the household, but this is a very unfortunate case for both families, especially for the children of the couple that they share together. Hey Roz. Life without mom and dad. People, we really have to learn to control our emotions and think about what we have to lose. These children were worth more than her emotions. We have to learn to let it go. Our peace of mind is more important than any man or woman. And just a few quick updates on the case, because this did happen last week. So I did find out that Jordan was shot inside the home and drugged out by her. There is also a GoFundMe for Jordan that is set up right now, and it is almost at 20K. Hey, Special K. I did find out that the couple had been separated and Jordan wasn't living in the home. Danielle has been denied bond. It is pending her preliminary hearing on April 18th. So, guys. All right. So that was it, right? It's actually April 8th when she'll be going to court, back to court. So basically her post, I'm gonna share this real quick. So her post said, exactly what I said. These females are out here. Is that big enough? Well, it says these females out here be plotting on your marriage and waiting for your downfall so they can come right in and these men let them. So at first I was, you heard me in a video, hey Am, and you heard me say, we have to learn how to control our emotions. And I stand by that. Like we do have to learn to let go, control our emotions and just let it go. Just let them go. I know that they said she was suffering from some mental health. I was trying not to put this all in a video because I didn't want it to seem like I was making excuses for her. But she was a twin and she did lose her twin sister like a year ago. Hey, Robin. And so basically from what I got from that, I speculated as well, right? Because it happened after, thank you so much, Amber. It happened after right after, like the next day is when it happened, when she did this, or like a couple of days later. So that's why I started looking and I found out like he wasn't even living there. So they pretty much was split. And one of his coworkers are actually in these comments and he was saying like, he said she was actually the cheater. And that he was paying for, Jordan, the husband, was actually paying for her place where she lived. And he said that it was another guy there. Let me go through these comments real quick. And so the her cousins were in these comments, and just like on his visual, a lot of people said, how good he was. He was a good guy, but they're not in that relationship, right? So they don't know. Of course, people are good to you, but that don't mean that they're good to the person they sleep with every night. And that's just what it is. That's the reality of the situation. So and so yeah, those were the first ones before this showed up. And then everybody was able to see that this happened 12 5 days later. So that's when she did it. That's her mugshot right there. or whatever. It's real sad because I do feel like, um, and then, this person said, there goes your downfall, I guess. That's terrible because we really don't know what was going on, but I just feel like I would leave. We got to leave. You know what I'm saying? Before we let somebody get us that much off our square. Um, and, some people in there asking her, like, is that why you unalived him? Like, she can't answer you, right? She can't answer you now. And then this is a person saying she lost her twin sister and was having marital problems. She likely snaps. And I do feel like she snaps because here's one of the pictures, they were actually high school sweethearts. And I mean, that's a long time. 3 kids, marriage, high school sweethearts, living. And he was an engineer for SEPTA. So he had a great career or whatever. I'm trying to find her cousin. Well, this was one of the ones that I did read, and this was somebody that knew her. And she said, good morning, everyone, peace and blessings. What I'm going to say is everyone needs to pray instead of having their own opinion. No one knows the situation, as I keep saying, like nobody knows the situation. And it doesn't make it right or justify for my cousin's actions, but I truly pray for his family and continue to pray for her strength because only God knows what really happened. Right? That's the gist of that. You can ask anyone about her, even outside her family, and they'll tell you she was a beautiful soul. She is not that type of person. And it's a lot of comments in here saying that like she was a beautiful person. So y'all, what y'all think happened? What caused her to just like go off? Y'all think he was cheating? Because clearly he wasn't in the home. Or what causes somebody to snap? Maybe the time expired, like this person said. Maybe the time expired because the two of them been together since high school. Maybe she couldn't let go. Hey, I like this comment here. It says, gotta stop wanting control over other people and control your mind and your feelings. If a person ain't making you happy, learn to try to get away from them because anything else literally will make it worse. Trying to make them pay for whatever changes them, etc., is a losing situation. Or trying to make them pay for whatever or changing them, etc., is a losing situation. Move on. Nobody deserves to die over relationship issues. Just leave people alone. This is what I'm looking for. Can y'all hear me? Can anybody hear me? Okay, perfect. Thank you, Chosen. Um, so as I was reading these comments, y'all, thank you, Roz. As I was reading these comments, one of her cousins chimed in and she basically was saying he was cheating. Um, and basically, um, he was doing her really bad. And it actually sounds like um I'm looking for it, but it sounds like it was a little more. And I was like, oh my God, because she basically said, I wish I could find that in here because I think I saved this to my phone and not my iPad. But she was basically saying, that These men, they do you however they want. They'll have the kids, they'll leave you for another woman. They know they have the great career, they're giving you STDs. Or whatever, so I stopped there and I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. The STD part threw me off, because at the end of the day, I'm just gonna be saying, like, I could, we could. No, she didn't, Tabby. She didn't. She definitely could have left. We all know that, but that's not what happened, right? And so I was like, if this is something that was happening, if he was bringing back STDs, you know what I'm saying? Then that's a whole nother ball game. You know what I'm saying? Because clearly, I'm sure if her family knows that he was, or people know that he was cheating, um, it's crazy. But to be actually knowing the business so deep to know, and they put in here and say a side chick come out. So clearly there was a side chick. But I don't know. No, I don't believe he deserves to die. I don't. You know what I'm saying? But I don't believe a lot of people can handle a lot of things, and you got to know who you're dealing with. Um, you know what I'm saying? And you can only press somebody so much. And sometimes, you know, you should leave, because if he wasn't living there, it almost sounds like he was living a double life. It sounds like he was living a double life. Thank you so much, Chosen. I appreciate it. So yeah, that's pretty much what I think was happening. And they basically said it'll all come out in court. So that kind of, like, I was like, oh, I hope he didn't give her nothing that you can't get rid of, right? Because that's another story. And I'm so waiting to see, because I would really, really, really like to know. It's a sad story because they did have kids together. The kids don't have mom and the kids don't have dad. I don't know. So we got to control ourselves. We got to control our emotions. We got to walk away. We got to go do things that make us happy. Go do people that make us happy. I mean, for a lot of people, they live by the saying, to get over one, you got to get under one. Um, but it's almost like she never been probably with another one if they've been together since high school. She was 39. She was 39, Chosen. And I'm 40. I mean, I was just like, wow. I really couldn't, girl, their text thread, right? Probably so, yes. But the cousins was all through this text thread. Um, and this was, I believe, Lamar Smith was the coworker. But it's that's a fact. Yeah, it's gonna show what went on, because that's the family was saying we'll see how it play out in court or whatever. So I was like, man, it sounded like, when the cousin wrote like he was giving her STDs, I was like, oh my God. So did he give her something that she couldn't get rid of? Because I can't even sit here and lie to y'all. If you give me something I can't get rid of, I don't know what I would do to you. I don't know. I don't know. How do you go on living? I just don't know. I mean, people do it, but Rise, yes, I'm sure she didn't want to unalive him, but shit happens when you're pissed. You're absolutely right. Um, some people will play on your mental until drink. what you said. Some people will play on your mental until, you know what I'm saying, you don't even know who you are anymore. You don't even recognize yourself anymore. You didn't took him and back and took him back and took him back. And I'm not blaming him because, again, I keep saying it, we have to be strong enough to let go. But some people will. Some people are very weak and easy to play on. So it's unfortunate. It really is. So I don't know. Um, I'm waiting. I just wanted to share this with y'all and get some opinions, because if you found out that you had something you couldn't get rid of, what are you gonna do? What would you do? They, might as well stay together, huh? Um, but that's a big thing. That's a big turning point. Hey, Quana with the Q. And this happened in Philly. She actually, I guess he was there. I don't know if he was there to maybe pick up the children, or if he was there, you know, if they were still messing around, even though he wasn't living in the house. I don't know. But she actually did it inside the home because they found you know, they found blood and stuff inside the home, and she dragged him outside um and just left him there. And so this is the cousin. Yaz is one of her cousins, and she's the one that said, "Where is the side chick? Please come forward." And this one said, "Woo Lord." See, that's crazy because it was somebody in between that marriage. That is called snaps. It was somebody in between that marriage, and that is so, you know, it shouldn't be so easy for another person to come in and just destroy what you've built. Um, you know, a lot of people uh I mean, for instance, the Chris Brown song Residuals, right? It's hard building with somebody, building them up, whether it be male or female. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very hard watching that happen. And then, you know, you're telling, you know, everything that you're telling that person, it comes off as nagging, but they'll go do those things for the next person. So you didn't taught them how to be a certain type of way, and y'all done built all this together, and then they go do it with somebody else. Oh, child. Mm. So this person says you never needed to kill him. Counseling, talking, communication, divorce if all else didn't work. I think for a woman to go to that extreme, she went mental. The brain broke because looking at the photos, he didn't look unhappy. That's what I said. You know what I'm saying? And like what they say, a picture can tell 1,000 words. They look, and I mean, look at the neighbors. Like he did not look unhappy. And I do believe, um, she went to the extreme. She did. She went mental. Um, and who knows? Did she, you know, like I said, she lost her sister, her twin sister. And then she lost a brother. So that probably was already wearing on her. She's losing a marriage. The brain broke. It broke. And then if she already suffered from her own mental health already before all of this, sad. It's sad. It's all sad. The whole story was just sad to me because I was like, they were so young. And shoot, They look like they had it together for real. And this person is just like me, like, um I do. I feel sorry for both. I feel sorry for both families. I feel sorry for them kids. For real. Because kids know when something is wrong. And this goes to what you just said, chosen. Cheating hurts, just like every other form of betrayal. It makes the victim feel used and disillusioned. Some may heal. Oh, some may heal, but some carry the hurt for a lifetime. But as hard as as it is, she should have walked away. I like that because people don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you ain't really been through or been married and been through the heartache of hmm, hmm, baby, chosen, my brain broke after I got cheated on by my husband. We were each other's first everything, high school sweethearts. After I had our first kid, the cheating started. So I hear that a lot. I hear that a lot. That's a good conversation to be had because I feel like um every so chosen. So a lot of people feel like having kids makes things better. Not always. You know what I'm saying? That's when they actually start you acting crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's when they actually start cheating because they didn't got the marriage, they didn't got the children, they got you. Right. And so now most of them, a lot of them, you know what I'm saying, don't want to you can't do nothing for a couple, and then a lot of them don't want to be home with the crying baby. And so that's when it started happening. And we just gonna keep it real. Um and it gets worse. Only difference is God kept me on his back and carried me when I couldn't walk. That heartbreak broke me. I believe it. I truly, 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 truly believe it. Yeah. Um that's crazy. This was a if I can't have them, nobody else will type of thing. Whoo. Chosen, I think you need to talk about this. I think you need to talk about it. Family is sacred, and the devil hates family. He attacks my marriage through my husband's weakness. Yeah. Um, Temptation is crazy, right? Um, he will attack it through marriage by man or woman, but I do feel like men are a little more weaker than we are. We stand firm. I'm the type of woman. Number one, I don't feel like I want to cheat. If I want to leave, I'm just gonna leave. Because then I can say I left and I left, you know what I'm saying? Like whole. I didn't have to go out there and I'm not dumbing myself down to be um a hoe. It's a song by Jasmine Sullivan. You gonna make a hoe out of me. Um But I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna leave with my head held high because I know I stay solid. That's you. The other person gonna have to deal with that. They gonna have to deal when they see, you know what I'm saying, what they lost. And I'm sure yours is dealing with it right now, chosen, because I know you're a great woman. So I feel like they end up seeing what they lost, but they still end up going and do what you taught them with the next one. I never cheated on anyone. I never cheated on anyone. I did do a payback, but he was living with the other woman. Um, I did the best way to get over is to get under. And that's what a lot of people do. A new man, and that's what I was like, sis should have just did the get under to get over method. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying? Because there's some good men out here. And I feel like, or she should have just let it go and just focused on herself and her kids, or whatever. But I'm a new man. That's when he sent out create my kids father. Oh my god. Oh my god. No. I am so sorry to hear that. I did not know that. So was it because of that? Hey Angela. Thank God you're still here. Wow. I never knew that, chosen. So was it because of this situation of what, the payback? Did that drive him there? This is a good one. This person said the best thing a person who is being cheated on could do is walk away from the cheater. If you stay, you run the risk of it reoccurring and you have to accept the consequences of staying. So I I believe that. Like I believe if you take a person back after staying, I mean after cheating, if you stay, then you have to, you have to you accepted it. So you have to get over it. Um or learn to get over it. I would take him back every time he cheated. He would always say he was going to unalive himself. Huh. I didn't take him back the last time, and he said he threw away his wife and his kids for a hoe. So damn it, man. Not your fault though. That's not your fault though. Um, you did what was best for you. You did what was best for you, and that's it. Because at the end of the day, um, although it did happen, that was a bit of manipulation, and he knew that was the weakness. I want her to come up here because this is like, I'm just like, huh? You know what I'm saying? But he was playing. Let me see. Bro, so it broke him knowing I was done for good. I finally moved on and tried to, and I got with the next guy who was a drunken woman beater. I jumped out the skillet into the frying pan. Huh. So I have a question. Did you go into I should have called you. We could have really had this conversation up here, if you was willing. But did you go into that second relationship telling him about the past relationship, chosen? Mm. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Got it. How old is your daughter? And is she open to counseling? Wow. You learn something new every day. So you didn't. So are you answering me right here about you didn't tell him what happened in the past relationship? You didn't tell him like, I let him. He was a habitual cheater, and I let him do it, and I will take him back. You didn't tell him none of that. So he was just this. So he really was just this type of person. The second one, he was really just that type of person. Altogether. Yeah, I see. So yeah, because I was gonna say, some of them play on your weaknesses that you tell them from the last person, but this just lets me know it was just in him altogether. Wow. Which one? I think I did this one. I read it. Which one, Roz? Hey, Sabby. Yeah, chosen. That's some of them. It's just in them. They seen it, or they were, abused, and you know, but a lot of them do play on. If you go and you pillow talk and you say what happened to you before, they actually try to play on it. And I can't stand one of them. We watching one of them right now, but I can't stand one of them. Wow. So this one says again, she was dealing with the anniversary month of her twin sister passing. Then for her husband cheating, grief and heartbreak is a recipe to be a star on an episode of Snapped. Alexa play Not Gonna Cry by Mary J. Blige. Sorry for his family. Wow. Hmm. Don't be sad, Angela. Don't be sad. Some of these things need to be talked about. I feel like a lot of things that I mean, I talked about some of my different situations in life with mom, I believe yesterday, dad. It feels like a cleansing to me most of the time. And that's probably because I did do the work, I did the therapy, I did the counseling. That's why I was asking chosen, is her daughter open to counseling? Because it's a wonderful thing. It's a good thing. Okay. So the cousin here, she said, all these nasty and mean comments, y'all are horrible. And then somebody said, not as nearly as nasty as murdering your husband. And the cousin says, while he was abandoning his children before death, knowing one third of his kids has special needs. So that's a lot too. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot to actually be dealing with. You have your kids, um, no dad, you lost your sister. It's so much coming out on this. And I was like, wow. And then um the kids have special needs. I seen this yesterday when I was looking. He left her to do everything by herself while playing in her face. And somebody said many of us have to parent alone. The cousin said yes, when mental health comes into play, you do not play with someone's emotions. He knew she was fragile. I'm her cousin. I know the real, so shut the up. I'm praying my daughter will try counseling again. Let me see. Again, because she kind of gives off bipolar symptoms one minute, she's happy, the next minute she's snappy. Um, yeah, you know, I think I said this yesterday, but it's not a one-time thing. It's not even a 1 month thing. It's not even a 6 month thing. It is probably for a lot of us a lifetime thing. Counseling and therapy is a lifetime thing, not only for yourself but even relationships. But just like one medicine don't work for everyone, one therapist don't work for everyone. One therapist might not work for you, but that don't mean that you stop there. You have to go to the next until you find somebody that actually fits. And I know that is kind of hard because you got to tell your story over and over and over again. Um, but at the end, it's worth it. I left out of every session feeling just lighter and lighter and lighter with no judgment because they didn't know me and I didn't know them. She would be sad after counsels when she did try to cry and said, Mama, I don't want to go back because it makes me even sadder. But that's what we need to do. What they say, like Jenna said, crying is like taking your soul to a laundromat. It's okay to cry. But now I'm trying to sneak away to get her to go back since she has a baby now. Yeah, we need to talk, Chosen. We need to have a conversation because yeah, and maybe we could talk together on a panel. But definitely, that's a great reason that she should do it. She should do it for that reason. Um, I really don't desire to have any because of my past trauma. So, um, and my mental. So I just kind of stay away from that right now because I don't want to put it on to nobody else that don't deserve it. Um, I did counseling and psychiatrist meds therapy for over 20 years now. I'm stable and have climbed out the bowels of hell that my mind was locked in for years. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Me too. Um, okay, Ross, wait a minute. Me too, chosen, and we still um see, I think people think that it's supposed to make you all happy, right? Or happy all the time. Let me say it like that. Because it's normal to be sad sometimes, right? So when you can wrap your mind around that, you're doing the counseling, you're doing if you have a psychiatrist, you're taking your meds, you're doing what you're doing, it is okay for us to have bad days still because that's normal. You still want to be able to cry, you still want to have your bad days, you just don't want to have them all the time, like when you're not doing the things that you should be doing for healing. Well, I don't mind you cheating as long as you can accept me cheating. But that's the difference, Roz, right? Um, a lot of them can't. A lot of them can't. They can't even imagine a little bit of it. Okay? They can't even girl, them flashbacks in their head about how they have you when y'all in that bed. You think they could take that? They cannot take that, baby. They are weaker than us when it comes to that. You have now what, Roz? Tabby, don't be Tabby, don't be laughing at Roz. Fast tail self. Mm-hmm. But so I used to be a serial cheater. I did. I didn't care. Um, I didn't care. But not while I was married. I was single because uh my grandmama told me until I was married I was single, baby, and I took that and ran with it. I ran with it. Okay. Um The therapist gave me homework assignments. It took me all the way back to my childhood. Yes. Same. So it takes you back to your core because that's when everything starts forming. That's when you start, you learn your emotions and everything starts in your core life. Like when it's just you, your parents, and your family. It starts right there. It took me all the way back to my childhood to discover things I was holding on to in my upbringing. Lots of anger towards my strict parents, etc. Same. And that's what I think that's cognitive behavioral. Same with me. That's what I did. Yeah, and it does. It takes you back. Are you still holding on to that anger? I could be honest. I'm gonna answer that question too. Um, Lord, here come Penny. I'm definitely, I'm definitely getting my leg back, but the difference is, I do it in your face. See, Penny, I'm scared. Like, I'm not scared, like of the person. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. But Penny, I can't do it in the face. Baby, I'm gonna have it. I'm taking it to the grave. Just going to the grave with me. Sorry, not sorry. I was able to release, but now my family don't understand why. Oh, let's go. Let's talk about it. But my family don't understand why I blocked them for days at a time. By literally blocks my mom last week for 3 days because she triggered me. I let the anger go. All right. All right. So me too. I was able to release. I feel great. I feel good. Like, because I feel like if I didn't create those boundaries that I have now, because I will block you, I will not answer for you. People tell me they don't even know sometimes why my family, I should say, why I even have a phone because I hardly answer. And it's because I know my triggers. I will block you. I will not talk to you for a long time, for a while, because I need that space. Um, I literally just unblocked my mother. If Boo Love in here, she know that. I literally just unblocked my mom maybe like 2 weeks ago on Facebook. And that'll last just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Until I'm like, okay, I've had enough. Um, and and I'll do it again. And I just know like I have created those boundaries where I'm not letting you in. You're not getting me again. Been there, done that. So I applaud that. I say if you got to block them for days at a time to keep your peace and your mental straight, absolutely do that. Do that. Penny says she's a baby gangster. I used to be that girl too, but not now, not now. And I told y'all yesterday, I will really tell on myself. Girl, I will tell on myself. My face will tell on me. My actions will tell on me. So I don't even play in the field. Um, my mom and dad told me they were sorry. You know, that's very big of them. A lot of people are still looking for those apologies. That they probably would never get. I seen this thing on this meme on Facebook, and it said, um, you don't know. I want to say it said healing or strength, or like you don't know strength until you had to. God, I know something. Oh, you don't know strength until you had to forgive somebody without an apology. And that's real, you know what I'm saying? Because I definitely forgive my parents, but I haven't forgotten. And no, I still haven't received that. And not a genuine apology where you actually are listening to me to understand. Just like I'm sorry. I mean, I can't one of them. I don't want one of them. I want you to actually hear me. And let me hear you. And then we could get somewhere. But we ain't got there yet. But my mom don't understand. She can't say certain things to me because it triggers me. She told me, I don't know what I'm doing as a grandmother. I said, how? When I raised three daughters while you worked nights. I was responsible for my younger siblings, feeding them, doing hair, dressing them. So what you mean? I don't know what I'm doing as a grandmother. Bye, mother. Blocks. Period. 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 You know, and I think no, I don't know, but you know, same here. I have some things, that's so very similar to all of this. You know what I'm saying? I Before we was actually moved out of our home with our mom, I was changing diapers. I was feeding those kids. She was too busy doing other things that she had no business doing. She wasn't working nights. Well, maybe. But I was too. I was feeding those kids. I was opening those canned goods. We was definitely poor. Okay, we was real poor. Um, and I don't know. Like she actually made me a lot scared to even become a mother. Like, she took that all the way away. For real. What, Ross? Better think then. What we thinking about, boo? Wow. I'm so happy that you shared so much today, Chosen. That was enlightening, for real. Y'all, I'm so tired. I just got in here. I got on here again, unplanned. I just came on. I seen nobody was live, so I was like, let me go talk about this for a minute. I hope everything, they did have. Let me see if I can find it. They had a visual for him, and it was really nice. They did raise a lot of money for him. Um, and then I won't take it away. I do believe that he was a good man. He probably just wasn't good for her anymore. Um, well, this was a day ago. hmm When I got married at 18, my mom had to bring the youngest sister to me often because I was more like her mom. She slept with me and our bond was stronger than hers and my mom. I was 15 when my mom had her. Wow. That's why my mom is not allowed to judge. No, she's not. She's not anyway. From what you explained before you even said that your last comment, she's not allowed to judge any of your parenting. You're right. Not at all. Not at all. Um, so I see, you said, is she an Aries? So you must be an Aries, Roz. Let us know. Because you and Penny, y'all outside. Y'all outside. Um, but whenever, if ever again, I gotta get outside. What's up, Sabrina? Whenever again, if it ever came to me being outside again, I'm gonna tell you now, I know how to be outside. But I just feel like since I'm on the inside looking out, I'm gonna stay solid. You know what I'm saying? Because I could walk away, my head's held up, and it's like do. You know what I'm saying? You gonna feel it. You gonna feel it. November 1st. What's up, Sabrina? I seen you over there with the boots on the ground. That's not the one I was trying to see. Why is this an hour ago? Oh, that's your daddy. No, what is? Yeah, you was having a whole lot of fun. It looked like it was real good when I came in. Let me see if this one was the one I looked at. Now I can't hear it. Y'all is a mess. Mm. That's what I'm waiting on. I want to see what they gonna say. You said you gonna get your lick back husband or not. Um, I feel you. I mean, I ain't mad at you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. For me, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I feel like um I ain't giving you nothing to say I did. You did that all by yourself. I'm not stooping to your level. I'm not stooping to your level. Mm-mm. You know who gonna get that lick back for me? The Lord. He gonna get it back. My niece will suffer later for this day. They won't be like Megan for long. I'm trying to tell you, and that's a fact. That's why I was like, I can't do it. I can't do it in a face chosen. Even if I did try it, I cannot do it in a face. You can't let you keep. You could do it, but don't be telling nobody. Don't be telling him. Okay, just enjoy the lick back and make it worth it. Yeah, I ain't telling. Hey Aisha. Aisha. No, they can't take it. They not strong as us. Not Penny. Not me and the Lord is a team. We're gonna get them together, baby. No. Now we are a team, and he definitely know how to keep your secrets. Child, listen. Y'all too much. Oh man. I ain't mad at Girl, don't be touching it agreeing. Let me get on my hold on. Let me use my phone real quick. Over here touching and agreeing. Let me call bruh and see what's going on. Don't be just saying that because you heard me tap that phone. But no judgment, y'all know, no judgment here. I mean, shoot, to each his own. The Lord told what he said, shut your mouth. But I had to let him know. Y'all is too funny. Mm-mm. I'm just listening. I'm just taking it all in. Hey, Miss Sexy Ray. My ass got held hostage with a blade to my. See, that's why you gotta. You see, the Lord said, "Shut your mouth." See that? He spoke. Why you ain't listen? I'm so happy you here, chosen. I'm so he kept you, didn't he? He did that. Miss Sexy Ray. Anybody else live, y'all? I was just passing time, honestly. Um, I really need to come on more often. I need to get some watch hours. I bet I learned my lesson. That's why I told Lex to keep her mouth shut. Yeah, no. Shoot. See, that's why I don't even try it, because I got a big mouth. I will tell. And my face. You know how they be like, you ain't even got to say it. Your face gonna tell it. My actions, my oof. I'm gonna tell. I am going to tell. Girl, you missed some. You missed them. They cutting up in here. I'm chosen. Some people be jealous when you get someone else to love. Yes, like your grandbaby. She see he is going to be closer to grandma versus great granny. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Yep. Terry got a question for you, chosen. How was your work day, Terry? I hope you had an amazing day. I'm chosen. You still planning on giving Miss White's uncle a chance? We the people need to know. We want to know. Don't go and hide in there. That's good. Man, I'm chosen. What's my yo? Chosen, you went in. Mm-mm-mm. Terry, what I miss? Cause what I missed? Yeah, she done brought it up now, so y'all might as well tell us where we missed that at. She said, "Leave me alone." Whew, Jesus, I cannot. Seriously, I'm with his boss watching porn. See, so Terry, so okay. So Terry, is that what's on there? Chosen, that's on there. Let us know. I want to know. Is that on there? Is it big? Chosen, is it small? Tell us about it. We're here now. I'm just saying because what is that? What we doing on our early fast? Hey, Daily Sips with Jazzy J. Girl, you had to come up out of there. I don't blame you. Huh. They just told they just told me something I ain't know. Look at Special K. I'm finna go buy a subscription because Terry, look, I would have one eye covered and then I would just be I would just look because what's really going on? Okay, Tabby, literally the jack of all trades. Y'all better leave Terry alone up in here. Okay, give us an idea. You might have some people that want to subscribe, Terry. So, what is, what is the solo content? Let us know. Drop your link or something. Some people might want to go follow it. Um, you had Daily Sips come on about the bushes. Chosen say, "Leave me alone, you fucking freak." Mm-mm. I knew I was about to get off. I knew. Terry to the front of the class. We want to know what the solo content is. Just give us a little bit of it. Just tell us a little bit about it. Boo Love, can you drop Tabby's link in here? Drop Chat and Chew link in here. You could drop Terry's who in here? Daily Sips with Jazzy J. You go live, you got a channel? Who in here? Terry, we are calling you to the front of the class. Terry, report to the principal's office. Terry not gonna play with us today. He's hit the link for y'all. Okay. Now, for all the people that is not going, like myself and Tabby and Boo Love, and I'm chosen because bro, we not going over there. You know we not going over there to check it out. So go on and tell us, just tell the people a little bit of what happens on your OnlyFans. There's Terry's OnlyFans link, y'all. Yes, if you have a page, if you have a link, my sister is being lazy. Tabby, drop your link in here. He always he said he baby mama free. I'm with you, Terry. I'm baby daddy free. Okay. Okay. Um, but I'm gonna go ahead. I'm finna end this. I think Tabby will be live shortly. This happened in my city. I feel sorry for those kids. They lost both parents. Yes, girl. I've been like I've been like so deep into it because I just really want to know. I just want to hear what she got to say, at least her lawyer, Mia, on what happened so that I could probably talk about it some more. But when I first heard it, I was like, oh no. And then they looked so happy. They was like a complete family. Oh, you going live Wednesday at 7. I thought it was tonight. There's Chat and Choose link right here. They be chatting and chewing. I don't think we seen no food being cooked though. In a while, chosen. What's really going on? Girl, yeah, she did it in broad daylight. Girl, she dragged him out. And I'm going to tell you, like, and put the tool on his chest, like, take it with your chest. You know what I'm saying? She really did that. And I just feel like she definitely wasn't in her right state of mind. I hate it. I hate it for both. Sad. And then here's Chosen's link. I think I need to go follow this link actually. I do. I think she snapped me I know they just had this visual for him on the 29th or whatever. And I mean, it's many people that had like really, really good. Here's Terry's YouTube. Really good things to say about both of them. So that's what really made me just feel so bad because I was like, this is sad because at the end of the day, they did look happy. So yeah. But I don't know who's going live today to keep everybody entertained. I'm probably gonna lay down, enjoy the rest of my little off day, and just chill, watch some TV. Watch some TV. I was telling y'all earlier how I seen somebody said they don't even watch TV no more. I was like, nah, you can't never get caught up that much where you don't even turn on the TV. And yes, tap that like button. Um, y'all, I'm so grateful. Um, I'm so grateful. I won't lie. Like 500 subs finally. I think I'm actually over now. And then my live yesterday hit over 1K. I was very surprised. Um but grateful. And I thank everybody. I really wasn't even going to talk about this today. I just wanted to do a mental health check for real. That's probably what I make my Mondays, mental health Mondays, so we could just talk and let it out. And um no matter if you're feeling, you know what I'm saying, you don't have to be feeling bad mentally to talk about it either. You could be feeling great, your best you ever felt. I think that needs to, thank you so much, Daily Sips. I think all of it needs to be talked about. You could just be coming out of something. You could just, you know what I'm saying, be going into something, but absolutely. Um, just doing something that and talking about something that make it help somebody else. So that's probably what I will be doing. But I am gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I thank y'all again for coming, and I will see y'all next time. I have not been scheduling these lives. I just been going. If I see nobody's live, I just go. Um, some of them will be scheduled, of course. But anyway, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all evening. If y'all cooking, go cook. I'm not cooking. I'm eating leftovers. Yep, I eat leftovers. And I'm about to chill. And I thank y'all for coming. See y'all later.